All right, I want to start off by giving all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and bless to the elect. I'm Zakaria from the GMS Dallas camp. And today's Tuesday. We got camp today. I got here a little early, so I just got kind of set up. I wanted to hit a quick hit or however long this, the Spirit has it going. But with the things that are going on in Syria right now, I was listening to that on the radio, also watching it a little bit when I was at the house. The wheels are turning. The wheels are turning fast, and our prayers and our fasting, our videos are being answered by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah performing his work on the earth in the form of the wars and the rumors of the wars and all those things, the earthquakes. I was watching a video, or maybe I read an article about Kenya, and it was showing how it wasn't necessarily an earthquake but because of the plates under the ground shifting. It's pretty much about to cause the continent of so-called Africa to be split in half. So as we're praying and pushing this word, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah is hearing us. He's hearing us and he's answering our prayers. And hey, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah willing, we out of here, hell, within the next month or so, whatever it may be. But as concerning the so-called white man, I just wanted to get a quick precept talking about how, this is his blessing, the sword. So all the prophecy that we read about is beautiful because we get to see it enact in the earth. We get to see it play out physically with our eyes, and that's a beautiful thing. You have faith in what you don't see, but it's even more beautiful when your faith manifests into the Most High showing you. So Salak, if that rambling or didn't make sense, but I'm gonna read. What am I gonna get? I'm gonna get Genesis 27. I'm just going to start at verse 40, and this is talking about Esau, who is the so-called white man. This is talking about his blessing, right? Genesis 27, chapter 27, and verse 40. So, I'll read up a little bit. Let me see. Verse 38. And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? That's because Jacob supplanted his father Isaac in talking about the blessing. So long story short, it's a good chapter to read. Long story short, Jacob got the blessing that Esau wanted, right? But Esau said, well, damn, is there anything that you can give me? I'll read from 37. And Isaac answered him and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants. And with corn and with wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou one blessing, my father? Bless me even also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Esau was bitter because of the blessing that Jacob got. But because of that morsel of meat, hey, Esau gave it away anyway. Verse 39, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above, and by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And the part I wanted to focus on was, and by the sword shalt thou live. And that's how Esau lives, by the sword. Esau is not comfortable without having that gun on his side, without having a gun, a safe full of guns at his house. And you talk to him and that's all he talks about is violence and killing and bloodshed. That makes him feel at home and feel comfortable. Whether it's killing animals, you see him in the woods killing animals for fun, while the majority of other nations are kind of just want to let the earth be how it is. Of course, you got stray dogs and all that kind of bullshit that wander in your backyard. Yeah, shoot that. That's not necessarily what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the beauty of the wilderness of, let's just say, Wyoming, Idaho, Washington State, Oregon. You go out there and you look in the forest and it's beautiful. And most nations just want to admire the beauty of the forest. What does Esau want to do? He wants to come in there with a gun and demolish everything, cut down the trees, kill the antelope, kill the bear, and take them home and put them on a mantle in his house. But that's not just Jacob, the Israelites. That's not how we are. Nobody want no dead bear hanging up in their living room, no dead deer and antelope hanging up in their living room. Now, of course, you You have to eat the animals, lawful animals, but it ain't about killing for the sense of fun. And that's the blessing that Esau has. That the sword, the bow and arrow, the gun, the knife, the sword, the dagger, everything. It's all talking about his blessing, which is that sword. Now there's also a blessing above all those, and it's that ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missile, that nuclear warhead. That is that main blessing that he's been given so that he can perform the works of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua on the earth. So the ICBM missiles have been not created to be put in a museum or to be just looked at and mocked and whatever and gawked at and all that. They're being created to perform the works of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, right? And I'm going to get another precept real quick. I guess the brother should be walking off here in just a second. I'm going to go ahead and get 2nd Ezra. 2nd Ezra 16. I'm going to read a little bit of this and I'm going to shut this down, Lord willing. 2nd Ezra. Second Ezra chapter 16 verse 1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up thy... So like I'm going to go to verse 3. A sword is sent unto you. So like a sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? And that sword is talking about those ICBM missiles, those nuclear warheads that are going to be sent across all over the earth, mainly here in Great Babylon, which is America. And they're going to be sent to other places as well. But as the scriptures talk about, this place will be burned. It'll be so many nuclear missiles hitting this place that it will be called and looked at and seen as a lake of fire. So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua willing, we'll be able to be getting, I will be able to and see that lake of fire and see the whole thing just burning, so that we can get out of this bondage that we're in, this prison state that we're in. And with that, all praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the elect. Shalom.